What is up, guys? We continue reviewing entities from content warning, and as you certainly saw the preview and the title of the video, today's video is about the streamer. I was using some info from content warning wiki, and I can't thank them enough because it helps me kinda orientate in the early stages of making videos, and I would definitely recommend to check them out. You can find there some basic info on the game and entities as well. You will certainly find something useful for yourself, but keep in mind that some of it can be misleading. That's why we need to look deeper into that. Streamer is a very aggressive monster. Some may know him under the name Even Conan. He is a fellow streamer diver like you, but he is so eager to gain views and likes that he actively tries to kill every other diver. It's like those aggressive Insta girls, but maybe a little less annoying. As a weapon, he uses a shock stick that can not only paralyze you, but deal damage as well. Every time you see him, he says something, but because the audio quality isn't the best, sometimes it's difficult to catch what he's saying. If you happen to record him, the comments on SpookTube will say that he's a so-called murder streamer. It's a literal description of him. But okay, now that we know what we are dealing with, we can just look closer at his design. First off, he is just a rich man's diver. You know the saying, poor man's something, like a worse or simpler version of something. And this is the opposite. He is bigger, stronger, faster than us simple divers. His shock stick can deal damage and ours don't. He has 3 times more oxygen than we do. He even has cool replica. He's like,
I'm stronger, I'm smarter, I'm better.
And also he is a real streamer, unlike us, because he streams live. He also has a big screen. Maybe he uses it to read the chat, while we need to record our videos and then publish them. And how the hell does he has the internet access down there? It's one of these mysteries in games that either leads to some lore shit or just creates plot holes. While scanning through Wiki fandom page, I stumbled upon comments like this. Sometimes I think, bro, I need a girl so bad, but then seeing these types of comments make me take my words back. Oh yeah, you must be curious about his voice lines after these comments, huh? Well, you gotta wait for this part of the video. Like us, he has an emoji face, and you can see his on your screen. You remember the previous video about the eye guy? There I said even though the eye guy is pretty fast and you definitely should not drop your guard, you can still run away even when you made some mistakes. This guy though does not give you any chance. You made a mistake, it's on you, bro. Not only he has the same speed as us, he does not run out of stamina and the shock stick extends his range of attack. The only way to survive his attack is to climb an object where a jump is required, cause he can't jump. And generally speaking, it will be reasonable to always look around. And you're probably doing that already. Because although it is easy to spot him in an open space, with his bright screen and the fact that he always runs, but most of the times you are not in the open space. And trust me, he can run away from your sight range and back very quickly. And this can confuse you very easily. Another thing that I noticed is that his monitor has a white color and his screen face has bluish color. You are probably thinking, yeah, no shit, Sherlock, but it actually can help you. Previously, I thought that when he attacks, his screen face is blue, and when he doesn't attack, his screen face is white. Just look at him closely. When there is a white color, he just walks around. But then a blue color appears and he suddenly starts getting closer. Turns out he just doesn't look our way when he isn't attacking. Like, when he looks our way, that means his blue screen is pointed at us, and when he doesn't, his white screen points at us instead. But It can show you whether he is looking at you and prepares to chase you, or he is just minding his own business. And yeah, so kind of him to yell at you some dirty things like an anime villain before attacking. It can help you notice him before hiding and buy you some time to pull out your weapons. By the way, what an irony. His own weapon can harm him. The shock stick won't deal damage though, but after some tases he will run away. Glue ball can help you buy some time to climb an object or do something else to protect yourself, but yeah, it doesn't really stop him. If you're playing alone and he landed a blow on you, you can consider yourself dead. Although he needs 4 hits to completely finish you off, and one time he just left me without killing for some reason. So there's that possibility as well. But if you play with your friends, they or you can use the rescue hook to move the body to a safe place, or just use the shock stick before the streamer kills someone completely. I promised, and I will now show you the samples. Okay, here is the thing. The streamer doesn't use specific audio samples in some certain situations. He can of course greet you with this one. Hello, my name is Ewan Conan. But this is not necessary. He can use this exact audio sample while tasing you, so it doesn't really matter. The name Ewan Conan probably goes from here, by the way. He has 16 audio samples in total, and I thought that they are chosen to play completely randomly, but so far I think that some of them play more often and some less. I took the transcripts from the fandom page, because not in 100 years would I be able to hear what he's saying, bro. If you think that some of them are wrong, let me know down in the comment section. The first 5 audio samples play significantly more often than the rest, and the least often were the last one and the 9th one. I don't know why though, just an interesting thing to note. Based on the info we have, we can now create some tactics against him. The easiest tactics are the later phases of the game, when you already have some money, you can just buy the shock stick and the streamer is no longer a problem. The hard part is early game phases. You need to be aware of his strengths and weaknesses. What we know so far is that he is fast as hell, he has infinite stamina and lengthened range of attack. At the same time, he can jump and he is a little bit, well, not so smart. Why is he like this? Well, you see, I recreated some scenarios on this clip. And sometimes he just stops chasing you, sometimes he knocks you out one time and then he runs away without finishing you off, and sometimes when he sees you, he says something and you start to run from him, but he decides to just not chase you, and he runs towards you basically in a straight line, so if there is an obstacle before him that he cannot overcome without turning to the side, he won't even get to you. Therefore, my advice to you is to be in narrow places with a lot of objects. it will be better if there are the high ones that you can climb. These objects will slow him down significantly, and I assume that such tight places give advantage to the player, because when I tried to avoid the streamer on an open space, he was getting to me almost instantly, and it was impossible to survive without a shock stick. I think that's it for today. There is nothing interesting left to talk about regarding the streamer, I think. I'm not reading off the script. If you're wondering why am I talking so slow, yeah, after all, English isn't my first language. So if you have anything on your mind, as always, comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. While scanning through a page in Wiki fandom page, bro, while scanning through a wiki, well, the hard part is early game phases. You need to be aware, bruh. You need to be aware of his strengths and weaknesses. しましましまパイナップルプル、アホのバカバカ、アホバカ。Anyway,